email query now. Ameya Murdeshwar says that he's looking to purchase a property in Mumbai's eastern suburbs. He already has a 1 BHK in Mulund East, which is going in for redevelopment. Now he wants to buy a property to reside in during the redevelopment phase as well as for investment. He's found a 1 BHK in Bhandup East and a 2 BHK in Kanjurmarg East. He prefers a Kanjurmarg flat. Should he hold on to his Mulund flat and buy a second 1 BHK in Bhandup, or should he sell the Mulund property and opt for the 2 BHK flat in Kanjurmarg? Mudassir, what would you suggest? And it's very interesting how he's concentrating on the eastern side of the suburbs, which we know are maybe not as flashy or as developed as the western parts of Mumbai. And at the same time, these also cost much lesser as compared to homes in the western parts of the suburbs. What would you say?
In times in the last 5-7 years, the differentiation between the western side and the eastern side is slowly diminishing. There used to be time that there was a huge difference between the west and the east, but because a lot of and a slew of newer projects have come about in the last 5-7 years in all these locations, be it the eastern suburbs or the western suburbs, but a lot of new land was available on the eastern side of the railway lines. This differentiation is slowly changing. Now he's obviously looked at, he already has something in Mulund, he is now wanting it in Kanjurmarg and in Bhandup. This is all in the same vicinity, you know, one after the other. This is Kanjurmarg, Ghatkobar, Mulund, Bhandup, all in the similar vicinity, all similar in terms of the type of people living there, similar in terms of the availability of infrastructure, similar in terms of social infrastructure, etc., etc. So not too much a difference. But Bhandup, to some extent, maybe yes, it is still an upcoming area, but Kanjurmarg and Mulund are all established areas that ways. If I approach it in a slightly different manner, my opinion, or rather my suggestion would be that in today's time, when it is a buyer's market, if he is able to hold on to something and buy more, I think that would be a good thing. We are seeing now a lot of things that I've been talking about since the last year or so are now beginning to happen, which is RERA already coming about, GST already being passed, GTB we are talking about, others, you know, a lot of these banks as well as RBI are talking about a 7.5% and above. We're looking at inflation being talked about at about 4% for the next year. So all these will eventually go into helping the property markets come out of the dumps and should start moving up in terms of prices. So if he's able to hold on and buy more, since it is a buyer's market, he should be able to get a decent deal, and hopefully in the next few years he would be able to reap the dividends out of this decision. So my opinion is he should hold on and buy more since it's a buyer's market.
Now, Mudassir, he's very clearly said that the one option that he is looking at is holding on to the Mulund property and buying a flat in Bhandup, is what he's saying. So would you suggest that he just, like you said, Bhandup is still an emerging market. So should he just go buy in Bhandup, a 1 BHK in Bhandup, like he says, and hold on to that Mulund property and then use that as, use that to actually make an investment later on somewhere else for a bigger flat in some other market?
I would say so. Instead of selling out on the Mulund flat at the moment, my suggestion would be for him to buy more. Obviously, it will be a slightly smaller sized apartment at the moment, since he's not going to be getting any inflows from a sale. But I think it would be a wiser decision right now to hold both. Eventually, when the markets improve, which I expect them to do in the next year and a half, and then you should be able to then sell and get into something substantial by, when the markets start moving up and there is bullishness back in the market.
Right, Ameya, so that's your verdict there. Hold on to that flat in Mulund. Look at buying that 1 BHK in Bhandup. It's anyway an investment, so it need not be very big. And then combine both of them together after the market turns around, sell it, and then invest in a bigger property or a better location.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.